it's like when you're at a job and you're there for like 17 years and like you've never gotten a promotion and you're just like, when's it gonna be my turn?
Thomas, also kind of controversial. Becca, very beloved. Do you think that there are red flags with Thomas? Do you think, he was there for the right reasons?
Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I like Thomas. He is a guy that is very good at speaking. And as someone who's a radio host, I appreciate that. So like, it wasn't a red flag for me that like he's well-spoken. That's a weird thing to like get on someone for. I think the concern is that, Becca has a tendency to not choose the best guys in the world. But for this, I do think that Thomas is a good guy. Like, I think he's kind of getting a bad rap because a lot of people hated him in the past. And so I don't think it's an apples to apples comparison. And I'm rooting for both of them. Like, I like both of them, and we kind of haven't seen a lot of them in the past couple episodes, so I'm totally team Becca and Thomas right now.
Will Piper and Brendan go down as the biggest Paradise villains of all time?
I don't know. I mean, Chad a couple years ago telling Chris Harrison to suck a dick was pretty great. I mean, that was pretty amazing. So I don't know. And there's always next year. You can come back and flip your script. That's what Paradise is about, is, redemption stories.
Do you think that the here for followers conversation and everything was blown out of proportion because everyone's kind of here for a certain extent of followers, or was it fair that they got a lot of the heat because of how Natasha kind of got used in their situation?
Yeah, listen, I probably would have been less hard on the Brendan and Piper thing if I hadn't watched a lot of what their like kind of secret conversations were about the following on social media, and that to me is a little cringy. So I think it's kind of validated. Listen, we all know that people go on the show for the wrong reasons, and those wrong reasons could be a lot of things. You want to be the Bachelor, you want to sell diarrhea tea on Instagram, whatever it is. I just don't think you should talk about it. One, because it's gross. Two, it's so unrelatable to an audience that has 100 followers and half of them their family. So it just didn't sit right. Well, it didn't sit well with me, and partially that's why I kept Natasha around, because she's a great person. She deserves to find love, and those are the types of people we want on the show.
What was harder to watch, Marissa and Riley's whipped cream or Mari and Kenny's taco eating off each other?
Both gross, dude. The taco thing I could get on board with. Like, it's gross and whatever, but everyone's walking around barefoot on a beach that is full of just like dead crustaceans, and like the fat, like you really need to sterilize that toe with like bleach and a blowtorch for me to get anywhere near that. So the toe thing was way worse than the taco thing.
Okay, even though sour cream is kind of grosser than whipped cream?
Yeah, but it was on their body, so like that was washed, like the big toe is like in the stuff,
What do you say, or how do you respond when fans or, Cousin Greg from Succession want you to be the full-time VIP host versus maybe having some celebrity friends helping you out?
Yeah, I'd be a cheaper option for ABC, that's for sure. And by the way, Cousin Greg, aka Nick, I met Nick long ago, like the best guy in the world. Him and Sarah are like old friends. I appreciate that. I agree. Listen, I've been doing this for a long time. It's like when you're at a job and you're there for like 17 years and like you've never gotten a promotion and you're just like, when's it gonna be my turn? I'm kind of there with that, but listen, it's fun doing Paradise, and I just love the fact that like for the most part, Bachelor Nation appreciates me and you love me. You really love me.
Would you ever want to host The Bachelor? We don't know who's doing that yet.
Would I ever want to have the easiest, best paying job in the world and say 4 lines a day and then go sit in the hotel room? Yeah, I think Tom Hanks would take this job, Sarah, at this point. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
All right, I'm just asking. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to be gone for a couple months. I don't know.
Yes. No, Sarah can take care of the dogs.
We've seen a lot of weird stuff go down, but what was the weirdest thing that happened this season that we haven't seen?
I don't know. Everything's kind of played out pretty well. There was a day, and maybe they'll air it, so maybe this is a spoiler, but like there was a day when all the guys were working out, and as you can see from my physique, that's not something that I do. So all the girls were like watching the guys work out, like drinking, pina coladas, and I was like, I'm gonna go and watch this shit show. So that was a funny day where like they were all like had bands and they were doing like macho stuff, and we were all just like, this is so ridiculous. Actually, the girls were into it, where I was just like, this is ridiculous. That was one thing. And to be honest with you, like we'll see like a lot of craziness happens in these next 2 episodes, and they're both 3-hour episodes. So like buckle in. You guys are in for a treat.
I can't wait. Are we getting like a reunion type thing, or are we closing it with the 3-hour finale?
I don't think we're doing a reunion, or they haven't asked me to go and, host the thing. So if they are, that's messed up.
Don't watch it.
Yeah. Guys, what happened? What, no one needs drinks at a reunion? No, I don't think we are, because I think we're going straight into Bachelorette, which is fun. Like it just never ends now. Like it's just like one show into the next.